Greetings from the far side of the galaxy. I'm Fury, your host, the most, back with some more comments. Recently, on my community page, I posted these: what furry anime should I watch and what furry games should I play? And these are your responses. Our first comments of the day will be about games, and it says, I've been playing more Natsu lately. Oh my god, some of these endings. Oh, but I'm sure there's a safer work mode, probably. I have been interested in playing more Natsu for a while, it's just that all the versions of the game get very confusing to me. I am aware of the game's content and some of the endings, specifically Jun's, I think? I'm not gonna look that up. Future Fury, tell me if I'm right. The next comment will be about anime. If you like Quentin Tarantino films, then you would like Odd Taxi. It has such a good mystery behind the events that are unfolding and unraveling as the show progresses. Believe it or not, I did watch Odd Taxi, but I never finished it, and it was a while ago. I got like right up to that episode where that one guy finds the gun. I think he was a donkey or something. When I said it's been a while, I really mean it's been a while. Surprise, surprise, we're moving back to games with the next comment. Live a Hero, made by same company, cool story, new battle system, a pity system which Asamo lacks, hot furry men, what more can you ask for? Other than English translations, would you believe me if I said I'm already playing Live a Hero? Yeah, it's untranslated and I'm still playing the game. I'm not even going to post a screenshot. I'm just gonna put on actual footage of the actual game. Looky here. Although, since a translation has been confirmed, I'm just waiting for it to be out so I can finally make a video or stream the game, probably both. Back to anime, we have this comment. Polar Bear Cafe. It's fun, chill, comforting, and even slightly educative for learning Japanese vocabulary with pun segments. Also, the voice cast is surprisingly high profile. I did try reading the Polar Bear Cafe manga at one point, but I didn't find myself vibing with it. I think that's because, being an English speaker, the puns didn't really work all that well on the page, but it sounds like they might have changed it or fixed it in the anime. I'm probably going to give it a watch so I can throw it in my next furry animes video. Also, don't ask when that will be out in the comments. I don't have any idea myself. We'll be switching back over to games with the next comment. I've recommended it before, but Beacon Pines is an incredibly good story game. The art is incredibly charming and its unique mechanics make it really stand out, not to mention the absolutely wonderful writing. I have played a bit of Beacon Pines before, but only a bit. It was on Game Pass a while ago, believe it or not, and I did give it a shot, but I didn't get very far in it before the game left. It was enough for me to get a feel of the game, the way it has a storybook style of presentation with lots of player involvement, letting you go back and choose new things. It was honestly pretty cool. Wish I could have played it more. For the next anime, we're gonna go with one I haven't heard of before. Dragon Goes House Hunting is one I recommend as well. It's a fantasy anime that follows a dragon literally trying to find a home. It's a fun watch and Letty, the dragon, is so freaking cute. Honestly, I don't know how this one managed to sweep right under my radar. A dragon going house hunting sounds like a fantastic story. Unironically, if you're watching this the day this gets uploaded, I'm probably watching the anime right now. It's game time, so our next comment will be Fortnite, bruh. Because they're all adorable in there. It's weird seeing Fortnite go from that one weird shooter game with the dances to this strange crossover megathon thing that just has everything in it. But the weirdest thing about Fortnite is that its best furry characters aren't from those crossovers. They're Fortnite originals, which is just bizarre. I don't know which furry works at Epic, but I definitely think they deserve a raise. Switching back over to anime, are you seeing the pattern yet? We have the next comment. Eto Rangers, because of a unique team based off the Chinese zodiac, and left me a huge impact after watching it. Eto Rangers is kind of niche, but I have heard of it somewhere before. Granted, it was on a site that began with PAL and ended with comic, so make of that what you will. I kind of group it up with Samurai Pizza Cats in my head as one of those super old furry shows that I really should get to watching. Something talking about games, we have the next comment. I would either say King of Hell if you want an action game with sexy husbando, or Tennis Ace if you want a VN with a wholesome story. I do remember hearing about Kings of Hell way back in the day. Apparently, it's soon coming to Steam, and I might throw it into one of those quick furry review things I do when it does. I've also heard of Tennis Ace, and it's a game I've debated on playing on my spare time and even streaming, but I decided against it because I just don't like dating sims. I'll get to Tennis Ace one day, but it won't be anytime soon. Who would have guessed we're going from game straight back to anime with the next comment? I guess watch Sherlock Hound English dub, which should still be up on YouTube channel for free, but should look up on Wiki since the episode order doesn't match with the original broadcast order, like I think the official episode 1 is episode 11 on YouTube. That comment is certainly missing some punctuation. Sherlock Hound is something I intended to watch pretty soon because it's simply a classic furry anime that I really need to get to covering. I didn't know it was on YouTube, and thanks for the 411 about the weird episode order. Reminds me of Steven Universe or something, honestly. We did an anime, so now we're back to games with the next comment. I said Arknights is a tower defender gacha, with AA music and history so good, and of course have two of my beloved husband, Mountain and Hung. Honestly, I'm probably not going to get to Arknights. I play Hasamo, Live a Hero, Dislight, and Master Duel, and I'm not sure I can add another gacha game to that list. I do find a character that they named it. I do find it funny that they named a character Hung. They might as well just as named him Dixie Normus. On the anime side of things, we have quite the long comment. Kaiketsu Zorori is what made me into a furry when I first watched it and fell in love with the character. It's about a fox who travels everywhere to be a king of the pranksters with his twin boar companions, where they go series of adventures and misadventures. It currently has 3 seasons worth of 148 episodes in the original series, 6 movies, and the new series has 3 seasons worth of 78 episodes, I think. You know, for a series that's apparently this popular, I don't know how this is the first I'm ever hearing of it. Though, as much as I hate to be perfectly honest, I don't think I'm watching all of that. The Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts is 24 episodes, and that is so much I'm thinking about giving it its own video rather than putting in one of those furry animes to watch. I am not going to be able to cover all that. And since we're covering long comments, I might as well do this one. I finished reading Tianhe Hui a while ago, and I would recommend this to anyone who enjoys wholesome, safe-for-work furry visual novel. Following the theme of family, you can expect the story to share some similarities with traditional Chinese movies and series. Despite some mistranslations, the story is still impactful, with many good scenes combining goofiness and seriousness and somewhat romanticism there. One notice is that the game doesn't have any specific route, as far as I understand the author's note, so don't get any hopes up of dating any of the main cast members. You know what I did after reading this comment? I went to Itch.io and immediately downloaded it. I've always had a soft spot for smaller, lesser known kind of things, as you could probably tell by the things I like to cover. And this is something that I'm definitely gonna cover. Something something, anime something something, next comment, you should know how this works by now. You Are Umauso. Despite being an adaptation of a picture book for babies, it's genuinely the best animated movie I've seen. Heart is the best ad in anything ever. I've heard of You Are Umauso before, but I didn't know it was a children's book and kids movie, and I kind of thought this comment was a joke, but after looking it up, yeah, that certainly looks like one. I'm not lying when I say this does pique my interest though. And thus we move on to our penultimate comment. If you like real-time strategy games, there is Tooth and Tail you can give a shot. It is a super underrated game that I found to be not only easy to play compared to other RTS games, but the war story it tells isn't bad either, with a lot of fun character designs. I know I've been saying this a lot this video, but I have heard of Tooth and Tail, but it goes further than that. I have not just heard of Tooth and Tail, I own Tooth and Tail. I pre-ordered the game. And then I never played it. I have a playtime of 92 minutes exactly. Our final comment will be short, simple, and quick. Nekomono Tachi no Yoru, Ars Goetta stuff. Now I don't think I've heard of this one before. It looks to be in the same style as Sacrificial Princess and the Ancient Magus's Bride. Definitely gonna have to give this one a watch just to see how it compares to those others. Time to move on to the Patreon shoutouts because it's late and I'm tired. For our 3 stars, we have special thanks to 87 Werog, Deku, Zora Chow, Choron, Ganlafei, Dragon Yara, Anon RC, Lightning Shadow, and Kayu. For 4 stars, we have Miki Moon and Miko, the Brigmore Witches. And for our Super D-Tuber special 5-star shoutouts, we have first Vanilla Flower, the High Overseer. Second, Poor Mage, the Good Doctor. Then the Good Old Days, the Royal Physician. Followed by Hodari Lion, the Captain of Industry. Next, Sky King 64, the Knife of Dunwall. And finally, Mahaugasaur, the Light at the End. Thank you for watching. Do be sure to like and subscribe and donate to my Ko-fi and Patreon. As always, I'm your host Fury, signing out.